Hey, what's up my boys and girls? Welcome back to my another video. Today I'll be answering your question that you guys asked me in the previous post, and I promise that I'm going to be answering them in a post or a video. It turned out that I'll be making a video after all. At first I was trying to make a really long post answering them, and then later I tried to make a more professional looking video to answering them, but it turned out that I'm probably going to do it more like a free form style that I think I can answer it better that way. Also, I think there's some answer that I think it's probably better that I show you guys how it works in the real match too. So yeah, we'll be doing that instead. So yeah, let's dive into the question. So the first question comes from Rainstorm. I have been helping my friend with regards to which MS to get started with to relearn the basics, but it get boring sometimes. Is there any other suit that I can recommend to them that is not Gunner, Saku, or Excelia? And this is another question from Suppo X. I think it's similar question, so I'm going to be grouping it together. I'm trying to get my friends to play with me, so we have a full squad, but they have no idea what Gundam to play first. Any idea? Well, if you are looking at the screen right now, I think I have perfect recommendation for pretty much everyone that, you know, getting started or trying to learn the game. Look, I know that a lot of people try to recommend you to play Gunner, Saku, or Excelia, but they don't really, teach you the fundamental that well. It's kinda a student. I can recommend people that if you want to win, sure, just like the win easy win against another new player, sure, but if the player that recommend you to play this kind of character doesn't really teach you how or the reason how to play properly or the reason behind each action or each button, they doesn't really teach you anything. They're just lazy to teach you. Like, okay, here's Excelia and Gunner Saku, and have fun, figure out the rest for yourself. And when you're trying to learn a new character that is not them, they're going to have a hard time because the gameplay of Gunner and Excelia doesn't really translate well to other character. But meanwhile, Sinanju that I'm about to introduce to you guys already have a showcase. I should have the link in the description or on the screen right now. And Sinanju has pretty much everything. It has the beam rifle, the main beam rifle. You have a CSA that you can use to learn and practice to charge up your charge attack, and you have the bazooka, which is a great tool again melee and ape, which you're going to be fighting them a lot, like Exia, Balbatos, Rex, Full Saber. You have these sub that can shut them down easily in a close range. So you have both beam attack and the light ammo physical attack, and you have this rock jump thing that you can use to move around the map as the mobility tools, or as a projectile attack as well. And you can cancel this move from a lot of stuff, to mix up your movement. So now you have another tool that can be used as another projectile and a movement tool, and then you have an assist that can be used to free fall. Both variation of the assist are very good. Other than that, this suit is amazing to learn the game with. It has an amazing range game, a really strong melee moveset, and it's just fun to play, and the suit is really cool looking as well. So you can't really go wrong with Sinanju. Another character, in case they not a big fan of 3000 cost, is Freedom. Freedom is again has pretty much everything. You have the beam, you have the light ammo to kill those crossbones, you have the Gero beat, and then you have a little bit of movement with BC, and you still have this CSA to learn how to do a charge attack, and it's again strong melee that you can spam. The gameplay is simple. You just can shoot a lot and to win, or just combine with your melee attack for fancier combo like this, boop, boop, like that. Yeah, I think Freedom is amazing for a new player. It's it's the Freedom, so it's new player is gonna like it. It's cool. It's cool looking, and it's easy to play as well. So yeah, Freedom, Sinanju, I have a few more actually, but I think they might deserve their own video for me to talk about, like, you know, Minato recommendation, maybe in the future, and maybe I'll make it, but who knows, because I don't want to like to make videos and suddenly cross boost announcement, like, why even bother making my recommendation for a new player now, but we'll see. And yeah, that should be our first question. Second question from Discord Omega. I find myself getting punished a lot for playing aggressive with Banshee. Any advice for approaching for claws and grabs? Also, any recommend for aggressive players in general? I'd like to have a 2k in my pocket in case my partner is a 3k. First off, don't aggressive randomly. It's okay. I'm gonna be frank with you. It's stupid, and your partner is gonna hate you for for randomly playing aggressive. Banshee has a strong melee kit. I know. The grab is good, and the crawl attack is really fast and powerful. I know everyone want to use it, but if you use it randomly without a reason to do it, it's like your partner is gonna hate you. Like, why are you guys like this? Something like that. Banshee can play range too, really well. Just have the B Magnum main alone is like, like above a lot of character already. The fact that it can play range really well and has a pretty good melee kit, even without the NTW, you can just usually you can just sub AC and just boom win pretty much close range engagement. And when you have NTD up, I don't think they want to fight you. You just whoop 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 and just usually win most of the close range fight against the range suit. Just and just mix it up like this. But in general, you don't want to like just to claw or just melee randomly. You have a really good range attack. Just use them to win. Like aggressive or not, it's never a good idea to just melee randomly. Like especially if you are losing or dying, people just do that. Usually lead the team to the lose. You're never going to win if you have that kind of mindset. Just learn to live with the fact that you will have to shoot more than melee. But again, if you really have to melee, remember to shoot first and then do the BC. Or if you're using fighting burst main into your melee, it's also a thing. Don't melee it raw. Remember, you have the cancel route like sub grab or AC grab. Use them. Don't just no. Don't stop. Don't do that. Another question that you asked is there any recommendation for a 2k that can be played aggressive? In case your partner is playing 3k, again, stop with that mindset. There's nothing like, oh, it's okay, so my partner is a 3k, I have to play aggressive. No, you can just choose X here. Or any melee suit in general. It doesn't mean that, okay, we have 6,000 costs, so I can die 3 times. Stop with that mindset. just it doesn't really matter about which suit you pick. If you feel like you have to play aggressive for the sake of being aggressive, you are going to feed like really hard. This is why I think recommend XA is a good character for that, because like if you really want to do that and your partner is good, they can just give you 3 life to die, and you still have the repair, so they still can carry you. But in case you really want to play a support 2k or a double melee, I think XA is amazing for that job. He has a pretty good range game. You can kite the people all day and not getting hit with the loop, like jump, boop, and sub out like this, and just pre-lock BC and just run away with the AC free fall. This suit has way too many free fall and range game option for a melee suit, and when you really have to melee, it still can do a lot of damage, like whoop, whoop, boom, pop, boom, boom. Just like this, 2 or something for a 2000 suit. For a super easy combo like this, it's really silly that you're able to do this with almost no like drawback. But yeah, XC is amazing if you like it's a really strong suit in general, but more people just think it has a mindless melee match character, so this is why a lot of people kind of suck at Exia. But yeah, learn to play Exia properly, use all its cancel route, and you'll see Exia in a new light. It's amazing suit. It's very strong, but if you just mash melee, it doesn't really matter what I recommend you. You're going to die, and your partner is going to hate you for it. This one, Tales of Gamers asks, I still have issue dodging properly and managing my boost online, even though I can't do it perfectly offline. Okay, sure. Okay. I scared is being in a weird situation that made me boost out the fear, and that's the question. Yeah, but you got aware that in the screen right now I have a two really dangerous melee suit, but even though I just messing around and BC wrong like this, it just still doesn't push me. It doesn't try to punish me for it. You guys get what I'm saying now? Even though they are on the highest difficulty and playing a really strong character, but the bot are still bot. They are stupid. They will never challenge you. They will never force you to think like in a way that, but yeah, you see, it doesn't really play probably and still fairly find one another like that. Like bot doesn't play like human player. It doesn't really force you to think, really challenge your thinking. But yeah, but like again, it doesn't, it instead of it challenging you, it reads your input, so it doesn't really behave like a normal player would do. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if you know, if you do perform that well online, but if you are playing against CPU and you're not getting hit, sure, it's because it's CPU, but human player is much harder. So the only way to to improve that your dodging skill and is to first focus on your fundamental, focus on your boost management, and just play more online. That's about it. Because don't really rely on bot to help you practice on dodging or much. Just set them to inactive and just focus on boosting properly. Because the bot is not going to play like a human player. It will throw you off. Because sometimes it just outread you in a melee. Like it doesn't really realistic way to practice. Just play online more, or if you really want to practice offline, just set them to inactive and just boost around randomly, and manage your boost better. This is from Alex. I'm fighting is very hard to stick with a suit. Hey, me too. I switch character all the time, but hey, it's common. It's a common problem. Don't worry. I enjoy one for a while, but when I am forced to play the 1v1 game mode, I lose all the motivation. Seems like you need to play DMC5. I also really need help reading my. I also really need help reading enemy boost. When is also there's another question that when it comes to suit, what sniping suit would you recommend for someone who wanted to start with that playstyle? First off, stop playing 1v1. if you lost motivation on playing 1v1, then why would you play that mode? It doesn't really make sense. If you don't enjoy playing that mode, then why would you play it? Find a lobby to play in. Find a lobby, 2v2 lobby. Stop playing 1v1. Just find a lobby. The solution, you already spell out the solution. If you don't like it doesn't really want to motivate you to get better with the character, don't play 1v1. And to be honest, 1v1 game mode is not that bad. It can help you practice and learn, to fight better in 1v1 situation. And I don't know why, but you seem to have a problem, reading the enemy boost, right? But 1v1 itself is amazing for you to read the enemy boost, because you only have to focus on one enemy, and you don't really have a partner to worry, so you can focus on one guy, and it's all 1v1 skill there. You can like if the character have 10 boosts or so if they waste a lot of movement, you can easily tell that, oh, this guy is about to land, so I can punish that easier. So yeah, 1v1 mode is not exactly that bad. You want to learn to practice, boost reading, but at the end of the day, you still have to play 2v2. To be honest, too, like it's a real game mode. It's the main game mode. Just play 2v2 instead. So the other question is that what sniping suit would I recommend you? Well, I think the Mez is probably the best. I mean, when it comes to learning sniping, because it literally has the all map red lock. When the shot level hit level 2, you can snipe them from the edge of the map. Like whenever how high you are, you will able to snipe them with the CSA level 2, and it still have this, this shield that will block anything that trying to attack you from the front. So any melee should come close to you, just open this and just kick them in the face, or just beat them in the face and just run away. And it still have a pretty strong support. Even with the shield down, you still have access to the snipe, and you still have the free fall like this. It's a really good suit, and you can run fighting bird, shooting bird, extend bird, whatever birds you want with this character, because the bait kit is just too strong. And you can run whatever birds with it. It's just that good. This character is really good because the main is also kind of snipe, and the CSA is snipe, and the Garobi is also a kind of snipe punish. So yeah, you will get a lot of a punish tool with this character. Just mind you that you can guard when you on this mode. You have to turn your shield off in order to guard. So in this mode you have to just use the just melee into the enemy for the parry, and just kind of like this. It's a hard and easy character in the same character. It just it's reward you for for know what you're doing, but I think it's not that hard that I think a new player should be completely fine picking it up. Just watch a lot of the enemy boosts and try to punish them. Even if you can punish them in gridlock too, if they are standing still, or using a move that doesn't really move them across the map. But yeah, you can just stay really far away and just punish them across the map like that. It's a fun character. It's a good character too. There's a GI and Karadim that also sniper focus, but I would say this: if you suck at the game and try to play those two, you're going to get punished very hard. So yeah, Dynamite is probably the easiest one for a new player to like tackle on. So this one was from Matt Garrett. I found myself playing worse than before, like some attack I could dodge before, but now I cannot deal with it. I mean, you probably just got old, Mark. I mean, me too. Everyone like playing like from like 10 years ago from the first Extreme VS probably like got really old now. But yeah, I mean it should be another way around. When you play more, you should have more experience to dodge with the attack. Like if you dodge before, just just like you're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hit. Like if you just move around like chicken with no head, you're going to get hit. Like that, you're gonna get hit. But this game, the tracking will be erased when you step, or if it's a really hard to dodge attack, like even step can still get hit you. Just guard. Some character has a shield like 7 sword like this, you can just parry it like that. And like you have a hard time approaching the enemy, some character like 7 swords had this, in the Japanese it's called Susakan, like, but just for us, English speaker or ESL like us, just boost refill step like this. Just use this kind of melee to return you to the ground step, and now your boost is now refill, and you can combine with your main to like keep slowly advancing while still pushing the pressure on the enemy team, kind of like that. Just whoop, boop, and boop, boop, like this. Like if it doesn't have to be 7 stars, it can be any character. You probably don't know your character kit well enough, so when the time that the enemy also keep pressing at you, you just attack randomly, so you get hit. This is why you need to learn or understand your character better, not just matching or just doing the same thing all over and over again and hope that it's going to work. If like it doesn't mean that you get worse. The enemy just get better because they learn from their mistake. Not that like you are getting worse. Maybe you are the same as before. You are not that different, but the enemy like they play better, and now you have to catch up to them, not the other way around. So yeah, you just have to play more and play more efficiently. Don't just play like, okay, I'm going to today, I'm setting a goal. Today I'm going to try to learn this character and use this kind of movement, or help his kid properly in the match, and not just today I'm going to play going to stream snipe this guy and trying to get some win, and then I'm going to leave for Fortnite or something like that. Not Going to make your session more productive, you know. Going to make it more productive. Just play for the sake of play, or else you wouldn't get better. Shield Friend said, are there any resources online to watch high-level tournament footage? Yes, there are. But there's too many of them, so check out in the description. I'm going to leave a lot of them in the description. Go find them there. This one, Akabane Akita said, I play a bit on my friend PS4 and I use less stepping and shield since I play with Next Plus for too long. I use turn egg, there is no shield at that word. Oh yeah, I remember that. So any advice on how to use them more frequently when needed? Just do it like this. I mean, it's covered experience, but there's nothing to stop you from doing it. Kind of like this. Just again, just you know, catchy step boosting, step boosting, step boosting, step boosting, step boosting, guard, step boosting. Just do it. Nothing stops you from doing it. Or maybe just you don't really have to play next part anymore. Just go to your friend's place. So, that's it. Just play more and use it. Even though you wouldn't have no idea when to do it now, but with the experience and when you understand the game better, you will know when to do it. But for now, just do it. Just do it. This one, George Liaru said, how does one build muscle memory and learn combo? This one is a little bit difficult because, you know, muscle memory is something that I don't think we can share, just teach that, okay, if you guys do this combo a lot, you will learn this kind of, you know, something like that. I think it's come down to the, how much, you know, you are good with this kind of stuff. Like I see a lot of people like play for many years but still cannot do a basic maneuver or combo. While some people just start in this version of the game and they already master some of the combo and execution. Again, it's about your skill set. Some people are really good at, you know, doing a combo. Some people are good at, you know, doing a maneuver, hard maneuver and movement stuff, but they are not really good at, you know, memorizing combo like that. You just have to play more and see if, you know, you are, you know, built for that kind, you know, task like combo or movement. I think it's come down just to play more and see if, you know, you can, you know, do this kind of stuff like by just watching a replay, or you like have to lap a lot. For me, I think a character that really rely on a combo like Master or epyon X1 stuff like that, you have to lap a lot. Eventually, you cannot just be like, okay, I watch this replay and I can just like copy them. You just have to play them a lot, both offline in the lab session and online against the real player. And the more you do it, I think you'll be better at it. This one from Jose Castillo. What's a good starting 30 cost to it? I assume that is 3K. So we already answered the similar question before. This is not because I'm too lazy to edit that one out totally. But yeah, if I had to recommend another 3000, it would be New Gundam. It's super easy. Super easy to get into. It's super cool looking, and again, it has pretty much everything that you need. You have a beam attack. You have the live ammo that can you know, delete crossbone. You have the both CSA and CSB to, you know, practice a charging thing, and you can even free fall from the CSB like this. And you have a pretty powerful funnel to spam. It can, you know, teach you how to use these kind of tools. It has a main, it has the main beam rifle, has a funnel, and you can mix them together, and it's gonna be like really hard for me to react to all of them at once. And when you really need to play offensive, you can pop up this, you know, pyramid to protect yourself from the long range attack, or you can use this pyramid to go in and ape the shit out of the enemy, and it's safe to full combo super into, you know, like that with your barrier. Yeah. This one was from HC2B. It sounds dumb, but how do you gain accuracy? I know the whole red target thing, but it's still hard for me. Also, I don't understand how to control the mobile armor. What is hard for me? How to hit them that's running away? Oh, okay, get it. So yeah, you're having a trouble trying to hit enemy even though you're in a red lock and you still can hit them, right? I think this is not like, you know, your problem alone, because the enemy is also moving in a. Sometimes you might be, you know, in your red lock, but you know, but if the enemy use the step a lot like this, it would not hit you. You can if the enemy spam the step and you know the move that cut tracking, they will not hit you. And the same to you, if they do that a lot, you will not hit them. However, in the higher level play, that's why a move like this, a fence that you know can stop their movement, is really powerful. You can just wait for them to, oh, it's gonna land, it's gonna do this when they are our boosts are landing. No, we're not going to hit them. You have to create more opportunity for yourself. Like hot scramble, you have this, you know, to combine with your melee. Now you have all range attack and melee coming at the enemy, so it's gonna be really hard for the enemy to just, you know, step or block and to, you know, to win the trade out of that. Again, not every character had this kind of luxury that you can just, you know, press one attack and you can just keep meleeing at the enemy. But a lot of characters have another way to force them into the into getting it, not just waiting for the punish. You just have to create the opportunity to punish the enemy. Don't have to wait for the punish. And on the same note, you don't understand how to control the mobile armor. Well, even though some character have it, you don't really have to use it. Some don't really require you to use it. Like I think I can see a few hot scramble player that doesn't really do MA mode, but if you do, yeah, you have more kit in your arsenal to spam, and you can do more cool stuff like this and woo and set this up, and yeah, you get the idea. Just try them out in the free battle and then try in the online match. If this doesn't work, it's okay. You can just drop the character for a while and just come back later when you have a better understanding of the game. Like, sometimes it just needs more experience for you to, you know, do something. I might make a video about this later, yeah. Pashta Putata. How to epyon or combo. Do you need an arcade Joy-Con? Something like that, because I play controller. I am also a pad PS4 controller user, so yeah, you don't really need a fancy controller to play epyon. If anything, some might say that is easier to match on the controller. I can't say that which one is easier. I'm old, but yeah, you can just play controller with epyon with no problem. You can, if you are not like, usually when you play epyon, you just do this combo really fast, and when they're trying to get up, you just find a chance to do it again like this. Oh, you know, you can just go watch a better epyon player play and just copy them. I might ask Jeff to make a tutorial how to play epyon properly. Maybe we should. What do you guys think? Too much corn nut said. Nobody wants to play with me in my team because I use the Buster Gundam. Is he that bad? No, Buster Gundam is pretty strong 1.5k. If anything, is the same character archetype that Excelia and, you know, Ganasaku is in the knockdown main character that has a lot, you know, really strong bombarding game. But here's the problem. He's a 1.5k character, right? So this means that he has way less boost than the higher cost, and he has pretty low HP. So if you like new to the game, or you just, you know, just sucks in general, you will die a lot. That's the thing. You will die a lot if you are not really good at, you know, 1.5k, or you don't have the strong the game fundamental yet. You will die a lot, and a veteran really hate playing against playing with a player that die a lot as 1.5k, because it means that your partner will never get to die, and you will die a lot, and there's nothing they can do to help you. And like if you rushing into die at Buster, that is terrible. So I can't really say what is going on your end, like what is circumstance behind it. But like if you are really perform well as Buster and people still dodging you, is probably because like they didn't know that you're playing that good, or, you know, perform that well with the character. Because there's so many people that just keep dying at 1.5k and to all the costs, and kinda create a bad name for people that main 1.5 character. But like if you dice a lot, then that might be the answer why people are dodging, bro. Anyway, yeah, that's just for this this time Q&A video. I'm not sure if I skipped some of the question or YouTube just hide them. But if you still have more questions and would like me to do another one, please let me know in the comment. I'm not sure if this format is is right for this kind of video, but it just me want to try it out. So yeah, if you got any more questions about the game, about the character, or just fun stuff that you would like me to answer, just let me know in the comment, okay? And if there's any answer that is not clear enough, or because of my thick Thai accent is is too much for you, ask me again in the comment section. Tell me there that my my English sucks, so I can answer you properly this time in the comment. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time in the next MS Showcase of next stream. Bye bye, have a good day.